Hello guys, it's Astra here with the same exact intro every single video. Today, we'll be doing a guide on how to do every tech in Brawlhalla On Mobile. This guide will be a little bit long, but it's gonna be very informative, and I hope you guys do enjoy this. Remember to smash like, subscribe, and let's get right into this. Everybody knows dashing, but do you know the different types of dashing? Here I'll be teaching you how to do the stunt dashing, which you'll see in just a minute, which is this one. This can be done really easily by just pressing your joystick and your dash button at the same time and waiting a little bit, which will cause a stunt dash. The other next dash that you can find is backdashing. This will be really common when you're dancing, which is dashing back and forth. And this is really useful for baiting attacks, and yeah. Those are the two types of dashing, aside from, of course, dash dancing and just forward dashing. Next, we have dash spot dodge. This is a really good move or tech to bait, and it can be really easily done by pressing your joystick to a direction, dashing, leaving your joystick, and spot dodging. This will be really good to bait attacks, go for your opponents, and it's a really good tech that you should use at any level of gameplay, in my opinion. Fastfalling, probably one of the most used techs aside dashing. This is really easy to do. You really just need to hold down your joystick after jumping or when you're in the air. This can get you to the ground quicker. It can also bait out like attacks, movement, and it's really useful to do in any part of your gameplay. And if you want to get better at the game, I really suggest you use Fastfalling or learn Fastfalling, because it also goes into some of our next techs, which are extremely useful. Next on our list is dash jump fastfall. I know I missed dash jumping, but I'll really quickly explain it. How to dash jump: you have to dash in a direction and jump during some slow frames of that dash. What I mean by that is you just have to dash and jump pretty much at the same time. And how to fast forward that, you pretty much need to input the fast forward that I taught you earlier, and if you put it all once or all together, you'll get dash and fast falling. This may sound really weird, awkward. I phrased it a little bit bad, but if you really want to know the full inputs, dash, jump at the same time, and then go up with your joystick, D-pad, whatever, and go quickly down. Do this in rapid succession and you will get a dash jump fastfall. Fastfalling is one of my favorite ways to mix up my movement in Brawlhalla and to be unpredictable. You chase dodge by hitting the opponent and dodging in a certain direction. Chase dodging can happen in any direction, by the way. But once you chase dodge, the dodge will not only go further, but will also kind of last longer. I'm not really sure about the frames and perspective of that, but it's really, really interesting how the tech works. You can also double chase dodge by hitting something, once again, with any move in the game, and dodging twice. This will allow for a double chase dodge, and you can get really creative with this. You can chase down your enemies really nicely, and you can also just intercept your opponent's attacks really well. And again, a great way, again, to move around the map and get some extra movement. And oh lord, here we have another killer of tech. Gravity cancelling is a really and very unique tech in Brawlhalla, probably one of the most unique ones in this entire game. And what it is that it allows you to do any light attack or any SIG in the game. This is really, really interesting tech, and how you do it is pretty simple. If you're in the air, press dodge, the dodge button, or the dash button, whatever you want to call it, and do a move at the same time. This can also be done with any weapon, with anything. Apart, of course, from gadgets like the sidekick, the mine, or the bomb. But this can be done with any SIG, any move that is correlated to a weapon. Of course, you can't chase dodge a aerial, but a light attack or a SIG is really, really cool. This is what probably one of the most flashiest techs in the entire game, and I love platform canceling. It's insane. It looks so cool, especially when the pros do it. It looks so cool, and it actually is pretty useful if you do learn it, but it won't come in handy as most of the other techs in this video. However, as I said, it could be useful in some scenarios. How you fast forward is that you have to be in the middle of a platform, and you have to dash forward and dash back, and this can also intertwine into attacks like land, side air, nair, or any attack in the game pretty much. And it's really useful, especially with weapons like I said, lance or axe, that have good and very long distance stairs. But yeah, platform canceling is just amazing, and a tech I would suggest if you're getting to those highly elos, you at least understand or learn, because your opponents will have this option, so might as well understand it. And now here we are onto one of our harder techs. Ledge canceling is done pretty similarly to how platform canceling is done, by dashing back or forward and doing the opposite dash really quickly. This can be done pretty easily at times if you just practice it. But in general, this is one of the harder techs, not only to pull off, but also to actually find useful in the game, because you won't always be at the ledge and having the time to actually input stuff like this. And now, once you have learned how to ledge cancel, you can finally learn how to instant ground pound. For me, this is most useful on blasters, as it has a ground pound that can actually hit through the stage. And if you're a blasters main, this can be really helpful. How you instant ground pound is pretty much ledge canceling, but instead of doing a aerial move, you do a ground pound. Pretty simple, pretty easy. And this can be also done with literally any ground pound in the game. However, as I said, in my opinion, blasters has the best ground pound for it, and actually probably the only useful ground pound for it. Even cannon might. Yeah, even cannon, since it has a splash ground pound, but most blasters. So, X-pivoting is one of the more useful techs in the game that we've come so far, and it's really used on blasters and can be done on aerial attacks and some grounded attacks, but mostly aerial attacks overall. X-pivoting is when you go in one direction and a certain move will turn you into the other direction by you changing the joystick direction. I said I love direction, I know, but if you look at how it's done, it's pretty simple and it's pretty easy to do. And you can also mix this up with a chase dodge jump, or even a dash jump, and it can be very useful. And again, it can be done on blasters, gauntlets, hammer, and I think some other weapons, but I'm not sure. But a really useful tech, and one I suggest you guys use, especially if you're a blasters player. Buffering jump is actually a really hard tech, and probably one of the hardest techs in the game to most people. And if you want to learn how to probably do that tech, I would suggest you look at my downlight nair guide on gauntlets, which is actually my most viewed video. But that will explain how to properly do the buffer version of downlight nair. But buffering jump, pretty much what it is you hitting a move, you chase dodge, and you try to jump by leaving all directions. It sounds really complicated, but it's actually pretty simple once you train it and really learn it. It took me about 50 hours to learn this in training mode, but it's something. But overall, it's a really useful tech, especially if you're a gauntlet player and if you're trying to learn how to do downlight nair on the ground. And also, this can also be really good for hammer, because you can actually do the Russian Mafia with buffering jump instead of doing jump chase dodge. Well, that looks like it was the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment down below, like, subscribe, you know the deal. By the way, tell me if I missed any texts. And also, I'm back in London, so weekly videos are coming back, you know. I mean, not like I was not doing them before, even whilst I was in Italy. But, you know, just hope you guys did enjoy this video. And, yeah, that's all I can really say. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all guys next time. Peace out.